do that, I think. But then I found it's not so easy to just remember Krishna. You know, if you want to remember Krishna, first thing you have to chant your rounds. If you don't chant your rounds, you're not going to remember Krishna for long. You'll start forgetting fairly quickly, and other things will come into your mind. But devotees are very advanced. This is what Krishna is talking about here, chapter 12, verse 8. Just fix your mind on me. That's all. Just fix your mind on me. And engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without doubt. So that's a very advanced level of pure devotional service. Then in verse 9, Krishna says, if you can't do that, so he's starting from the highest level and working his way down. If you can't just fix your mind on me, then follow the regulative principles. Yeah, it means practice devotional service basically in the same type of way that we're doing. You know, we chant our rounds, right? Am I right? We chant our rounds, okay, and so on. So there's certain do's and do-nots, and that helps us keep on track. Yes, so if you cannot fix your mind upon me without deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. In this way, develop a desire to attain me. Then, verse 10, coming down, stepping down a step further. If you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because by working for me, you'll come to the perfect stage, step by step. Just do some service. If you can't chant 16 rounds, if you can't follow the regulative principles, if you can't avoid Bollywood all the time, then just do some service. Do some service. Work for me, Krishna says, and then gradually you'll become elevated and you'll become able to follow the regulative principles. And then after some time, you'll be able to think of Krishna always. Then, if, however, you are unable to work in this consciousness of me, then try to act giving up all results of your work and try to be self-situated. In other words, just be charitable. That's all. If you can't do devotional service regularly, help out at the temple or something like that, then at least be charitable. It's not even Krishna conscious, it's just kind of the material mode of goodness. Then, devotees, listen to this. If you cannot do that, if you can't be charitable, then engage yourself in the cultivation of knowledge. This is the sequence that Krishna is giving here. Engage yourself in cultivating Krishna conscious knowledge. So, you know, Srila Prabhupada is the great transcendental expert on Krishna consciousness, what it is and how to do it. Srila Prabhupada understood that these people, you know, them, you know, the ones out there, streets, the ones out at the shopping mall, those ones. There's no question of them just thinking of Krishna, following regulative principles. There's no real question of that. Working for Krishna, doing some service, not likely. Being charitable, not too much, maybe a little bit. But read a book, they can read a book. So Srila Prabhupada understood that this is the way to approach the people now. Give them the books. Because if you can't do all these things, cultivate knowledge, Krishna says, and then gradually it'll sort of unfold. All the other stages will come to you. So there you have, this is the logic behind the book distribution program. This is the logic behind it, that the people, at least the great majority of them, can read. And if you explain it a little bit, not too much, you don't need to make a speech. Shri Shri Radha Radhanath Shri Giri Govardhan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. If you can just speak to them nicely, get them to take a book, sooner or later they will look at it. In some cases, some of these books which we have distributed, they sat on the person's bookshelf sometimes for 10 years, 20 years in some cases. And then the person thought, oh, what's this? And took it out and started reading. Or their friend came or some relative and, oh, what's this now? So yes. So like this. And these books, actually these books are alive in a certain transcendental sense, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead and the great devotees, when they speak, they are present in their speech. They're present in their words. So Prabhupada, he didn't exactly write the books. He didn't even type them out. Mainly he just spoke them. And yeah. So Krishna is present in Bhagavad Gita. He's present. And when we develop transcendental vision in the future, we'll see him in the pages. And Prabhupada's there too. They're actually, you could say, transcendentally, physically present. Yes, so when people get these books, it's amazing. They're like deities. And as soon as they open the book, the Lord or Prabhupada speaks to them. Actually speaks to them. The deities like Radha Radhanath, Hare Krishna. I have not heard reports of them speaking to any of the devotees. Maybe Mother Radha Radhanath. Because you know Mother Radha Radhanath. Maybe they speak to her occasionally. But otherwise, I don't know about you, but not to me. But the books, they are as much the Lord as the deity. But they are forms of the Lord. They speak to you. And there's a purport of Prabhupada's in which he says, we would like to thank Narada Muni for appearing in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. We would like to thank him for appearing in the pages. So this is the same set point. So you're giving the books to the people. What a service you're doing. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
We're going to bring the study chair here on this side. You want Martha sit?
Well, I can sit there. Let Maharaj sit under the Asasa.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, thank you very much for assembling here. I'd like to thank His Holiness Bhakti Chaitanya Swami Maharaj for being here to give us this inspiration for the Sankirtan and the book distribution program. We're also fortunate to have His Holiness Ram Swami Maharaj here with us. And I invite you, Maharaj, to please come out to the Vyasa. For those of you watching online, thank you very much for joining us as well. And we apologize for the delay, but we are being caught up with the work day, and people have just got back to work. So thank you so much for joining us. And when Maharaj is speaking, we'll very quickly explain to you how we want you to engage with this program. And it's a very simple way of trying to distribute books in real time, online. So over to His Holiness Ram this morning. Hare Krishna.
मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गं लङ्घयते यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमनोनित्यं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णकृष्णाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनां नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवान्वितायै निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशिकायै जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा. Tomorrow we will wonderful lecture on the book distribution. Maharaj Rama, personal experience also. The book distribution is one of the most rarest activities for us. It is many times in the lectures and also in the conversations. My Guru Maharaj wanted, if you have the money, if I am not wrong, 1976, in the letter, it went there, this is answer, after wrote to Prabhupada. If you have the books, personal instruction of the so Prabhupada took that instruction of his serious. After that, he always tried to be, like he was in India, also teaching, big up the devotees, right? Was translating Bhagavad Gita and I realized all of them number one. Then he went to America, there again he had to translate again Bhagavad Gita because of some other reasons. Because it was real to spiritual master and he became very close to Prabhupada. If you want to please Prabhupada, we have to be spiritual master. Prabhupada said, I never do that. How it is wrong. Prabhupada says that through my books I am always present. I always be words of each and every purpose written by Inspirational. These are words of Supreme Lord and True Prabhupada. The one of the conversation I was reading, the one of the disciple asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you are quoting so many references, Upanishads, Vedantas, Puranas. You don't have any books. How will you know all this? Not only quoting chapter and verse number. That is not possible, it is applied. So, Prabhupada said, it's not telling to us. And after Siksha published again, Prabhupada used to read and describe. So one of the disciples asked, Prabhupada, you wrote the books, why you are like reading and feeling happy, That time I was dictating, but I am now reading on that time. These books are not ordinary books, they are constant. As well word what the time is. It changes the life of people. One instance in Nairobi, in the city of Africa, when Mataji Dwaraka, I know in Nairobi, to Mataji every day, he takes for some morning, after that go 4 days doing the throughout the year. You are telling that on one market is standing and giving the one local, he was running. It's not, sir, very good book. I was reviewing the book, very nice book. When I had those problems, very nice book, you can read it. Only I thought only 6 people. But it is very valuable. When she insisted again and again, you just give the money to the running, he went to small hilltop, he stopped there. Actually, he was running to commit suicide. They wanted to fall down on the tree and the trail, commit suicide. He thought that was still half an hour time is there, he said to come. Still, okay, let me see what that mother, that the lady has written. And he opened the book, started reading the introduction. While reading, he forgot, please come and one, he forgot. And he was sitting there reading till evening. Evening he came home. Again in the night he was there. In the morning, early in the morning, gone. Because there in Nairobi, anything this goes, they give the card out. And distribute the name and address, temple address, contact him. That gentleman phoned with Mataji. Yesterday, he gave me one book to me. So I want to come and talk. I said, okay, you can come. And what time you come? 8:30, come. If you have temple address is there, come, I will do it. When he came, then he told, actually I said I was running to commit suicide. Because I gave him this book, I was reading the book, I forgot to commit suicide. Then I realized that how serious simple activity about the punishment. The life is given by the God and something inside. So it is purposeful to powerful divine writing, purpose, it changes the life. 2011 I was in Kapurthala in Punjab. A small program. I was taking one of the lecturers in college of communication engineering. He told me those personally. Just leave those, not with that time you are not with. He said that 4 or 5 months before he went to Vrindavan, the people go on, not as a very serious, but let us go to religion. After visiting Bambi Bihari and other temples, he came to ISKCON. They were very happy to see you like this of Rajasthan, Sundar, Balma, he was standing on the one of the veranda looking at the like this. One devotee came, Prabhu, it's a very nice looking thing. So our work is just right. That book was on the way. He said that he was standing there and just going through the pages. When he was reading page number chapter 2, he came across a para. He said that Krishna said that one who had decided to refrain from his immortal habits and make progress in the Krishna consciousness is considered sadhu. Normally when you say that somebody is sadhu, it is not different opinion. Then he said that Prabhupada was quoting Apitesu Durakaro Bharte Mavanava Sadhureva Samyantamyam Samyak Vedikosa. Then the Prabhupada writing the quote from Bhagavad Gita and he said that he is a sadhu. So I wanted to see how it is that one can become a sadhu unless he become leave home and go to the forest and change the asana. Then I thought reading and and that changes life. There is a completely 100% materialistic person. But just reading also on the way to Krishna, which is nothing but proper lectures and chapter. They compare them. Then we changed life. We started, we don't know ABC. Then we started reading the book suddenly, then we came to the came across the old principle of the Vikas Maharaj. Now we got in literature also. Prabhupada was so potent that they can see the life of. So Prabhupada also wanted the tradition is the most essential activity of ISKCON. ISKCON is not the much intensity, but to spread the vision of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to spread the consciousness of Mahaprabhu with each and every one. Prabhupada says that we go and give lecture. Sometimes they will participate. How much time they can give? But if you give the book, and one day they will read. When they read the book, they will like it. And there will be transformation in their life also. Therefore, the prescription is very, very important. The Prabhupada says that Bhagavad Gita is a deliberate study of the Bhagavad. The Bhagavatam, first canto, that chapter, first verse, Krishne sadho prajate dharma jnanat vidsaha kalonakta dukkhanisha puranato adhoditaha. Bhagavad Gita Purana is as brilliant as the sun and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Sri Krishna to his own knowledge, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their religion due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of study shall get light from this Quran. Because the constant knowledge is not easy. But all the constant knowledge in relation to Supreme Lord is in the power. So in the purpose of Prabhupada is like this. Lord Krishna is the eternal Dharma, above, where he eternally enjoys himself with the eternal authority. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says that he descends by his own potential Atmaya. His form, name, says, Sarvamedya, above, etc. Not therefore creation of the man. He descends to reclaim the fallen soul and re-establish the course of religion, which are directly enacted by him. Except for God, no one can establish the principles of religion. Either he or a suitable person, empowered by him, can dictate the course of religion. Real religion means to know God. The conditioned souls who are entrapped by the material energy hardly know all these principles of life. Most of them are like animals, engaged in eating, sleeping and making. And they are mostly engaged in the sense enjoyment and under the protection of religion, knowledge and salvation. They are still more blind in the present age of scholar, age of study. In the Kali Yuga, the population is just a royal edition of the animals. They have nothing to do with the spiritual knowledge or godly religious life. They are so blind that they cannot see anything beyond the distribution of the subtle mind, intelligence or ego. But they are very much proud of their advancement in the knowledge of science and material substance. They can risk their lives to become a dog or hog just after leaving the present world. First, they are completely lost the sight of the ultimate aim of life. The personality Godhead, Krishna, appeared before us suggested little prior to the beginning of the Kali Yuga, and he returned to the eternal abode, practically at the commencement of the Kali Yuga. While he was present, he exhibited everything by different activities. He spoke the Bhagavad Gita especially and eradicated all the pretensions, principles of religiosity and created his work from this picture world. He employed Sri Vyasadeva through Narada to compile the message of Srimad Bhagavatam, and thus both Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita are like the soft spirits of the blind people of this age. In other words, when men in this age of study want to see the real life of life, they must take these two books only, and the aim of life will be fulfilled. Bhagavad Gita is the preliminary study of Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam is the summum bonum of life, Lord Sri Krishna, personified. We must therefore accept Bhagavatam as the direct representation of it. And Padma Purana also mentioned that Lord Krishna is not different from the Purana, Bhagavatam. So when we are distributing the book outside to the non-devotees or devotees, we are actually giving them the Supreme Lord. When you are reading the Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, we are with the Supreme Lord. Because the Bhagavatam is the words of the Lord, non-different person. And also in Bhagavad Gita, we know the Lord that before conclusion of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, in the 18th chapter, Krishna says, who is very dear to you, Ya idam paramam guhyam mad bhajye sadhyate bhakti mayi para sutva mame yastati asanta. Lord gives excellent blessing. The one who teaches the instructions of Bhagavad Gita, You will get the Parabat means you devotional service. Even we are not only giving benefit of spiritual life to others, non-devotees, but also by doing so, we as a devotee also get the blessings of Krishna together, achieve the highest level of achieve devotional service. It's not so easy to get it, but when Lord wants, then He blesses us. And also in the same, next verse says that, the one, there is no such person in this material world who is more dear to me than the one who teaches to follow. Na tasman manushe kachit ne rekha. Bhutana me tasmat, bhavitana me tasmat anya rekha. There is no one more dear to me than the person who gives this knowledge of God. So for our own welfare or spiritual benefit also, we can have to distribute the books to others. And also by doing so, we are helping all other community to get out of this enmity way of life. They think that, oh, teaching, making, I am very happy. I'm just looking sad, everything. But how long will it be? That can be understood only by going through the purpose of the life. So more we try to distribute. How to distribute? When you go out, at the moment you I don't know. What is that? That is your problem. And you said Hare Krishna to them. They have to work name of Krishna. It will benefit. You will be free of the soul and reaction of the time. Just by hearing the name of Krishna, and if you recite, you will be free of the reaction of the soul. As Yamaraja also says, who are the people who go to Yama? Tell this planet, Yamaraj says that, Divana Bhakti Bhagavat Gunana Deyam, the one who never speaks of the name of Krishna. Tetastarantariya Karana, the one never thought of holy lotus feet of Krishna, because some people shy of the holy name of the Lord. But they can take the method, they can Krishna Namadriya Kare Tadapi. The one who never paid obeisance to Krishna, bring them to power. So by giving this knowledge, even if you say Krishna chant Hare Krishna, by hearing that is purified of the reaction of the simple activities. In both ways, they are beneficial to others and to self. So it is very dear to Srila Prabhupada. So our being the members of this home, being the devotee of this home, that eternal deputy to our Param Guru, Srila Prabhupada. By doing the book distribution, spreading the message to all, we will be doing some service to the Srila Prabhupada. And the deputy. We stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Let's have a round of applause for both of our The emphasis on book distribution has not been more clear today when we heard all these wonderful references in support of book distribution as well as the organizations. One of the sons of BCAIS made a point we should be reading chapter 4, 37, 38, 39, those verses. And ignorance is the cause of bondage, knowledge is the cause of liberation, which brings peace, and knowledge and peace come in Krishna consciousness. And here we have from His Holiness Swami that this knowledge will deliver one who is in the darkness of ignorance, especially in the state of time. Krishna Swaram, So we want to now encourage everybody to engage with book distribution live here today. young girls stand up. Come quickly, since I see you, and everybody hello. Come quickly, run. But these two young girls have been going out for the distribution of the month, and I really should understand the office basis system. So, for those of you watching online as well, if these two young children can go out and distribute books to everybody, and I have some nice photographs of them doing it as well, Mom sent to me. So then I'm sure everybody can do it. So let's give them a round of applause as well. So we want you to engage with this, what we call a telethon. And it's happening in two ways. Those in the temple here live will do it, and those who are online can do it. And it can continue till tomorrow and Sunday as well, because we are finishing with the Live to Give campaign by tomorrow, by Sunday. So we want this intense period. And how we do it is, you pick up your phone, your mobile phone, and you skim through randomly, or if you have a targeted audience, you may already have marked some people, and give them a call and say, Hare Krishna, we're calling from the Hare Krishna temple, and we're distributing Bhagavad Gitas at the beginning of this year to create auspiciousness for everybody in the beginning of the new year. So you can do that, or whatever you feel comfortable with speaking to people, and say, please, would you like to contribute to this? Because I am in the book marathon, and we like to give out as many Bhagavad Gitas as possible. So would you like to contribute to this? Bhagavad Gitas cost money, and if you're keen on sending the bank details, and then just get their name and which temple and what, and then ask them to revert to you with the pledges. Alright? Making sure you want to add some information.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Stand so you can.
So devotees, you know at the beginning of the program we always say, please put your phone on silent, please put your phone away. But this is an opportunity for us to actually take our phones out. Devotees, if you are shy and boring people, you can post a picture of the Bhagavad Gita on your WhatsApp status. If you are shy, we also have forms that we will give out to fill out the details of the sponsor. So please lift your hand when you need a form. We'd also like to just share that the Shri Radharani Temple has a goal of distributing 1,808 Bhagavad Gitas, and currently we are on 1,400. So really let's try our best to reach this goal for the pleasure of Srila Prabhupada. Just a few mentions, sorry to take up time, but we have some very avid book distributors amongst us. Paramatma, who manages to take a lot, has distributed over 200 Bhagavad Gitas for 2023. So I think we can do a round of applause for that. We have other book distributors with us, Nalali Mataji, Shamkani, who is here, and many of you are. So let's really take this opportunity to reach out our finish line. And so happy calling, happy WhatsApping, social media, whatever platform you like to use, this is your time. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Pragesh. Marjorie will be here with us. So we want to see how we do this in an intense way. It's now 1933. So let us say, let's work for a 20-minute marathon in which you probably can call 5 people, right? So you reach out to 5 people in 20 minutes as fast as you can and present yourself as quickly as you can on the phone call without sounding like you're too rushed and too impatient at the same time. But read them, tell them what you're doing, and it's like those telesales calls you get, right, for what your insurance and so on. But we want to do this for Bhagavad Gita. So those online, please do this in your comfort of your home or where you are at the moment. I hope you're still not in the office. But but if you are just quickly do that. Those of you in the temple room, you don't have to sit here. You can walk out into the foyer, you can do or get on the phone, and then come back here because Marge is going to just give us all a nice biscuit at the end of this. Alright, so please receive one biscuit from Marge's hand, and thereafter we will go down to Prasadam, which we've already arranged in the main tent. So please do not leave. Do this. If you haven't done it before, let's just get into it. It's an exciting adventure to do something new, right? New things, all for Srila Prabhupada. So I'm going to go out in the foyer. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Everybody here online, let's do something for Srila Prabhupada. Distribute Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. Okay, don't just sit there. Take out your phones and start. Come on.